Hello YouTube, it's Philip20 again. I was wanting to show you what I got going on. I've got some temporary wires running to the battery bank just to charge one of the banks. I wanted to test out this charge controller a little bit because I'm having trouble with the people we purchased this equipment from. So everything's working currently with this. You can see we're running with the older solar panels, 144 watts and 4.9 amps, which is, you know, not too bad. It's about noon time, 12:40, and I wanted to show you what's going on in here too. This is our control wire for a relay, which is right here. This relay is going to run this circuit that's 12 volts. This is a 12 volt relay. Once the relay energizes, it'll run a 40 amp circuit at 24 volts to the fans that's going to be running into the battery box. So we're going to be running off of the battery box right there. We've got our, our thick wire. This is just temporary. Remember, I want to show you our new conduit here and here. We're installing. It goes over here, and that's for the solar panel wires, PVN, and it goes up, and then it goes across, and then it goes through the wall, and it goes outside to a disconnect. And then we've got this connector right here, which goes to the battery bank, which stops right here, has an opening on the bottom for our inverter tie-in. And then we're going to go left and tie directly in right there. And if you can see, we've got the hole right there. That's going to be for our vent fan. I've got 2-inch PVC pipe that I'm going to be using for the vent fan, and I'll just cap this off, for whatever needed. Also, I haven't got our network cable tied in. We're going to run it through the ceiling. I'm going to try to run it through the ceiling and then down right here, and I'll mount a box on the wall right there, and then it'll just tie in directly right there with an Ethernet 45J RJ jack, and that'll be good to go. So I want to go ahead and show you all the wiring I got in here. I'm using copper bars. If you can't tell, that's a copper bar because it's a lot thinner and it holds more amps than number 6 gauge wire. And where I can use copper bars, I did. Here's our shunt, here's our ground fault switch breaker, here's our inverter breaker, here's our solar panel and charge controller breakers. You can see PV input 1, PV output 1. So there we go. And then here's our solar panels coming in. It ties in right here. Look how thick my solar panel wires are. I got them nice and thick running to the roof. And then here ties into this breaker, which would turn off the charge controller. I turned it off, then bam, it's off. And then turn it back on. It takes a little bit of time. There it goes back on. But it's in bulk charge. I was charging one of the circuits. I've already set up the equipment inside, all the programming that is for right now. I haven't done the fan programming, but everything's near done. I've tested this breaker here for ground fault, and it works good. Everything's working, almost ready. We're waiting on Amazon stuff right here, and I'm going to tie up some of the stuff in that breaker panel. It's taking a little bit of time to get everything done, but we're getting closer and closer. So I wanted you guys to see what I've done. Tell me what you think and give me your opinion. This is Philip20 with Guns, Games, and Racing, and I will holler at y'all later.